Okay, today we are going to try to fix this amplifier that fades out over time. So we are going to power it up, and the first thing we need to do is we know that our fading out is happening here around this tube called a 6K11. So we are going to measure the DC voltages. We should have 192 here on pin 2. We should have 22 volts on pin 3. We should have 178 on pin 5. And we should have 140 volts on pin 4. So let us see whether that is what we've got here or not. The reason we're doing this is so that once the thing acts up, we can check these voltages again and see whether the voltages around the tube have drifted. Okay, this Ampeg, if you leave it on for a while, it will eventually, the signal will fade away. And we have determined that the fading away is happening near V201. And we now want to measure the DC voltages around V201 so that we can set a standard to reference to. We know that pin 2 should give us 192 volts. And we will measure pin 2, and we have 203. We know that pin 3 should give us 22 volts, and we have 23.5. We know that pin 5 should give us 178, and we have 150. It's not quite as close as we'd like, but it'll do. And then we know at pin 4 should be 140. And that's 159. So now we run this unit until it fades away, and then we check these voltages again to see whether the voltages around our tube have drifted. Okay, we have found the source of our problem on this Ampeg amplifier. When the noise would be like this, and then it would slowly start to fade away to nothing, which tells me the gain was being lost. I measured on the pins 5 and pin 2, which are the plate voltages of this tube, and the voltages were very high, which told me that the tube was not conducting on 2 of its elements, which meant that it was not a fault with the circuitry around those elements. It was a fault with the whole tube as itself. So what could cause the whole tube to fail? And the only thing that could cause the whole tube to fail, unless the tube itself was bad, which we know it wasn't because it's brand new, is filament voltage. And here we have our filament wires. And see this? That wire is not soldered properly. It is loose in its socket. As soon as we move the filament wires, or we checked the filament voltage before we moved the filament wires and we were down to 3 volts, we moved these filament wires, voltage came up to 6 volts, and the amp started to work. So this is our problem. We will resolder those filament wires, and everything should be fine from here on in.